Hello Patreon. So in the last video, the FICMAS video, I showed you the purple track, which was the one designed for me in the obstacle course by my mom, and my brother did the obstacle course for my mom, and then I did the obstacle course for my brother. So in this video, I'm going to show you the other two obstacle courses that we designed to race through, and it is very interesting how we thought differently about how to do these tracks. So I am on the red track, which is my mom's, and we're just going to buggy on through. There's a lot of slaloms. Ooh. Alright, it's not completely terrible. Just that beginning bit is intimidating. Oh lord, we're supposed to go left or right? Oh, technically it didn't matter. I love how both you and Mum used the beam connectors as the obstacles.
Honestly, it never dawned on me to use the Hypertubes. Just like I never considered using the glass floors, because that would have really sucked for Mum, especially with what I went through.
Yeah. Whoops. Turn, damn you. Yeah, I see why Mom had a fun time. I just don't think she has run with the buggy as much, and that is potentially why she had a harder time going through this. Also, I really like that you use the concrete beams or pillars. Mm-hmm. That was a good creative choice.
I'm glad you approve.
Well, because like there's a lot of different obstacle courses that you can design in this game with the tools that we have available. Whoop.
Being limited to one foundation block wide really curtailed my actual plan.
Yeah, I was thinking about that afterwards. I'm thinking maybe next year, as long as we don't have a power kerfuffle, that I will give us more space than the one. I wanted to make it so that Mum was on the outside because I knew she would also be like slower. Or like on the inside, sorry, so that she would have an easier chance. And we've made it. So there we go, folks. That is the red path. Now dismantle that. Yeah, so now I'm gonna go through the course I made for my brother. This is the green course, and I tried to Christmasify it. At the very end, I just ran through, made a bunch of candy canes and snowmen and stuff. And again, like, these don't angle, these roadblocks, which I suppose makes a good amount of sense, because they are technically just pure concrete. But it would have been nice if we could angle with the downward angle that we have for the race. Why do you always do that? Am I gonna destroy myself? It was also hard to find the correct angled platforms to make sure like that you wouldn't get completely stuck on things. Make it easier. Okay, so here we go through the lowest hypertube point. Under the hoop. And then up the glass, because that part is actually too high. So I had to make it maneuverable. And when making this, there were a lot of times where I was using like the wall holes. And the problem there was that, why am I not going up this easier? There we go. Oh, don't go back. There we go. I was using the wall holes and then I realized like you could see that I was using those because you were like close enough to seeing. Oh no! Stand me up. Alright, so I only face planted once, and I am on the final stretch here. Whoops. And we did it. So as the other two paths that you could have taken in the obstacle course. The first video you saw mine, the purple. Then we went through Mum's. And then we went through Little Beat. And we also did some details of like having lighting. Make sure you could see properly, and we put the snow. That was one thing I liked about the obstacle course that Mum put together, was she used the snow dispensers, so like go under this and you will be safe kind of deal. That was a cool idea. But yeah, so that is the obstacle courses that we did. My brother also put together this other Hypertube thing. Again, we would have liked to have had more time, and perhaps we'll still continue to do some more FICMAS things before it disappears in a couple weeks. But I'll see if I don't mess this up. The other thing that you didn't see, lovely viewers, is this giant-ass Hypertube. So, he has this. Oof. And it takes us up, and then down. Down some more. We go flying and hit the wall. It's very hard to aim, so you don't have to like aim super far. Oh god, I feel like I'm gonna die. Oh, it caught me! It worked! Oh, I am so high. Where am I supposed to go? On the green thing?
If you want, or you can aim for one of the two adjacent Hypertubes.
Oh my god, I did it! That was actually really fun. The first time I did that, I didn't have enough speed because I didn't go into the Hypertube.
You failed miserably on that. That was hilarious.
Yeah, so I ended up underneath here. So he did it so that you can like catch yourself. So we have power. So what happened was I ended up, I flew out all the way the heck over that way. And I came down, and I was like, where am I supposed to go? And he said, either the left or the right hypertube. And I landed in one of these ones, and I just kept loop-de-looping. Incidentally, it is a good sort of catch-all, and I just kept going through this multiple times and not being able to reach that. So you come down, you go through this, you fly out to this, and go flying back up and come down. And the reason why that wall is red is because that's the indicator of like where you smack into the wall, so that you know, because you're gonna fly up when you smack into the wall because of momentum. So you're supposed to decide the left or the right hypertube to go into. But I ended up in this weird infinite loop thing that was actually kind of fun.
Yeah, so the new customizing tool that they put into the game allows you to put a decal on a surface. The problem being is it doesn't let you put more than one. Otherwise, I would put on the red wall 2 arrows, one pointing each way, to give the player an indication of which way to go.
Yeah, I think that what you could have...
Because that's what I was gonna do, but it didn't work, and it's like, well, I can at least color it so they know where they're gonna hit. After that, they have to look down and decide.
Well, also, we didn't have a ton of time to put something together, but what you could have done is next to the red wall, put 2 walls, like one on each side. Oh, excuse me. And then put the decal on that, and just have an arrow like point down, so that we could see that, oh, it's go into the hypertubes.
The only problem with that, sis, is you come out of the first hypertube so fast, you don't see the walls and what's on them before you hit the wall and coast upward. And then it's invisible. So,
yeah.
I like your idea, but it can't be on the same side. Alternatively, I could put it on a foundation floor, because when you're looking down, you're going to see that much more clearly and from higher.
Yeah.
Either way, like I said, I like your idea, just need to adjust it, that's all.
Yeah. So yeah, this was our master plan, was to do a really fun obstacle course, because the community highlights and such have a couple of brilliant people playing Satisfactory who have done amazing builds that I'm always jealous of. And one of them is like a race, and they, like, yes, they use mods to be able to do some of the stuff, like to do the large scale builds, especially since some of those races were prior to Update 5. But a lot of them were really quite fun and interesting, and I'm pretty sure you can download them. I just don't know where that drive is where you can access those maps, but the person who put them together has often said, yes, please, I want people to go ahead and play these maps and whatnot. So definitely check that out if you're playing Satisfactory. It is fun. But this is what we wanted to do for FICMAS this year. There may be more in the future, who knows, because we have to do the final tier of the giant tree over here, and that requires 500 Wonder Stars. Anyways, thank you so much for being part of Patreon and YouTube and watching these videos and whatnot. There will be more content coming out that is both free and other content that will continue to be behind the Patreon paywall, which is often the gaming news segments if they are other things that are not related to Activision Blizzard, because admittedly they take a couple of hours to record, to edit, to upload, to put in both places for people to see, and I do feel like the $5 or $7 is fully worth it for the amount of time that I spend on those videos. But the Let's Tries and any of these fun videos like this will always be for free for you, and when I come up with cool ideas of other content that I can produce that you can consume, I will also be posting them on YouTube as well. So thank you very much for being here. Check out all of my social media links. All of you are amazing. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video.